Good evening, everyone. Good evening. We are broadcasting here live at a massive house fire. Okay. Okay, so we are broadcasting live here at a massive house fire that is on the coastal line. As you can see, that is the Pacific Ocean coming up. There is a flashlight down there. It appears that there is a firefighter or someone with some sort of hose. We do have another wildfire that is starting, and that is in Hollywood Hills. There is a new fire in Hollywood Hills that has a lot of people concerned here. I want to show you guys this. There is the fire department working this scene. It's a very active scene. I believe it's the same one that CNN is covering as well. Believe that this is going to be near the Olivia's fire, or possibly even a Palisade fire.
Yeah, for
you
the
know,
whole thing.
now the good news is the Lydia fire, which is at 80 acres, is 30% contained. The Lydia fire is actually occurring north of the Eaton fire in Pasadena. Not too sure what's going on here. It's also just northeast of the Hearst fire. Now, the Hollywood Hills fire has a lot of concern happening, and I believe that that is the name. Okay, guys, so we're going to be immediately cutting on over here to this. I need you guys to see this. This is live right now coming out of Hollywood Hills. This is the Hollywood Hills. I want you guys to see this. As you see, there's really no fires whatsoever. And then as we get into within the past 30 minutes, we can actually see the fire erupt. Here on these cameras right there. Look at that. That is the Hollywood Hills fire, what you guys are seeing at right now. And this is a live look at this. A huge fire has erupted in Hollywood Hills. Now this, according to KCAL, I believe it was KCAL or KCLA, they said it appeared to start on their camera near the walking running trail. Again, this is just happening as we speak in real time. This is a live look here through the UC San Diego Alert California access cameras, and that is Hollywood Hills right now. There's numerous fires popping up inside of the Hollywood Hills region. Cutting back on over, we do have that house fire that is ongoing near the coast as well. Again, there's a lot that's going on, so I apologize here. There's a lot that is going on. That is a very, very raging working structure fire. This Hollywood Hills, though, it's very, very interesting and unique because, as we see here, a new photo just came in. This is a very violent, very, very violent fire that is occurring in Hollywood Hills. We're also going to be pushing out the Discord notifications here. Okay, so I want you guys to see this. This is the working house fire here. This is the working house fire that we have going near the coastline. You could just see the amount of force behind this fire. Very violent flames. You know, this isn't like your typical house fire where it's cooking on the inside. No, this thing is really, really growing in intensity. Again, this is near the coastline. I believe this is up near the Olivius fire. That would place that, believe, out near Ventura. However, this could very well be out near the Will Rogers State Beach, so it could be out there as well. We have so many cameras coming in with different things showing on them. It's kind of hard to keep track here. How far do you see the spreading? That's a great question. So, you know, there's a couple questions that you have to ask yourself. The first question being here is that is this a natural fire? Like, this is live right now. This is Hollywood Hills. These are live images coming across. The question is this a natural fire? Is this from embers that blew away from one of the larger fires? Or was this potentially an arson? You know, and that is, hello silencer, you know, and that's one question you have to ask yourself is this a natural fire? Is this an arsonist? And then you look at it from there and go, if this is an arsonist, they could potentially be trying to spread this intentionally to trap Los Angeles and work their way over to the east. The issues are that the conditions are just right. The conditions are just perfect for this to spread extremely quickly. Mars. You know, we've seen some stuff here in the newsroom the past 2 hours that were questionable. You'd have a housing plan of 80 homes, and then randomly one on the end or one in the middle was on fire, and the others are untouched. So it's kind of it's questioning, you know. And again, we are looking still at this working house fire. This is near that coastline, as you can see the ocean pulling up. It doesn't make sense. I agree. Yeah, and it really doesn't make sense that these homes are going up, but yet everyone else's are fine. It's, you know, and you also have to question it. Are these people intentionally setting their own homes on fire, hoping for an insurance payout? That's another thing you have to look at, because in theory, you know, if you know California is going to shit and you have this going on, and these people could be thinking, wow, whoa, wow, that's a lot more violent than it was. That's a lot more violent. I don't know what that was. That was extremely, extremely violent. We don't have one from the air as of now. That should be coming up here pretty soon. Yeah, that is insane. That was insane. You have to ask yourself, are these people intentionally setting their homes on fire if they know there's a natural disaster going on and they know they can't afford that home, but they already paid $4 million out of $30 million? You know, if they were to set a fire and collect that money back, then they go and move to New York and it's 25% of the cost of living. You know, you're not spending $8,000 a month for an apartment in Los Angeles. You know, you could. So you got to look at these people, and that goes into the fire investigators' heads. Could this potentially be an insurance payout? But that was really violent. I just saw that entire right side, that camera feed just, you know. That was pretty violent. Now, again here, you know, I'm going to make one adjustment here. Please forgive me. I need to make one slight adjustment. Okay. There we go. That way I can continue to do the voiceover here. I wanted to show this to you guys here. Whoops. Okay. So let's see here. Okay, so that there is the Hollywood Hills fire on the background, and let's see here. There you go. I'm gonna swap these. Okay, so there you go. That is the house fire, and this is also the Hollywood Hills updating for you. As you can see there, the fire department is working on getting this house fire extinguished that's near the coastline, and on the right side there is the Hollywood Hills fire as well. That is what they are currently working on, trying to get this extinguished. There is again, this data here is a little bit old. Data is a little bit old. The Palisades, which is where this all started, the Palisades fire is at 15,832 acres. Now, that should be due for an update soon. The Eaton fire is at 10,600 acres, which is still old data. They've updated the Hearst fire to 700 acres. The Woodley is still at 30 acres. Olivius is at 11 acres. Scout is 12 acres. We have a confirmation that Lydia, not Olivia's, but Lydia is at 348 acres, and they have a 30% containment on that. And we have a new one known as the Sunset Fire. So the Sunset Fire is what you guys are looking at here. This is the Sunset Fire. And that Sunset Fire, this is downtown Los Angeles here on the screen you're looking at. This is downtown Los Angeles. And this Sunset Fire is pretty much on the right side of the Palisades Fire, and also on the left side of the Eaton Fire. It's smack dab in the middle there, which is going to be aiming for Route 101 here soon, making its way towards Route 105, or sorry, making its way to Route 5 or I-5. You know, and as you guys start to look here, we're gonna see, I'm not too sure what's going on with that feed there in the background. There we go, it's back now. But this is the Hollywood Hills fire you guys are looking at on the bottom right. A new fire was just started. Yes, that would be the bottom right of your screen is a live view of that fire there. A live view of that Hollywood Hills fire. Again, this is just very, very, very intense as to what is going on. Give you guys a little bit of a better view there. So now the Hollywood Hills is on the left side of your screen, and when she comes back on, that is going to be that house fire there on, there you go, the backdrop there. So again, guys, be sure to tap your screens, hit that follow and subscribe button. We're live on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, X, and TikTok. Yeah, not too sure here as to what's... There we go. But yeah, so that is a very, very, very violent fire that they have going on as we speak. So that is one that we are monitoring here, looking to see. We're also waiting to see if we can get any more updates. Okay, so I have a feed that's going to be coming in. We do have an aerial feed, guys. We have an aerial feed that's going to be coming in here. Give me 1 second to get this processed over into our live view center. Okay, guys, please give me 1 second here. We're gonna go live on it. Whoops. Okay. There we go. Nope. Okay, there you guys go. So right now you guys are looking at the Hollywood Hills fire. This is the Hollywood Hills fire. As you can see, they have a live overdrop of all of the roads as well, and you can see in real time all of those flames making their way up into the hill. Be sure to double tap there and hit the subscribe and follow button, guys. Be able to do this and provide you guys all of this. There we go.
Focus on that area right there, the south. Right.
Again,
right,
we can see
right.
a helicopter. It appears to be. It appears to be probably a Cal Fire helicopter. This is a live look into the Hollywood Hills fire. This is coming out of Skymar 7, I believe. Again, this is a very, very intense fire that is growing extremely fast.
Thank you.
Again, guys, tap your screen there. Feel free to drop anything in chat. Feel free to drop anything in chat. It's never an issue with me. Not too sure what we have going on with... Okay, so... that is the Pacific Palisades, that house fire that we were just looking at. That is the Pacific Palisades. Right now, you guys are looking at the Hollywood Hills fire. This is Hollywood Hills.
You are correct.
Hello, Mars.
This is now the
Hello.
Sunset Fire, and it is getting closer and closer to this neighborhood along Vista Street, just north of Franklin Avenue. Fire helicopters flying through the shot here, and I'm paying particular attention to that brand new spot fire right there on the leading edge. Now the rest of that fire is going to merge with
I'm sorry, I didn't know that
new spark that
the
just
pilot was
happened
talking.
a moment ago. That means those embers are indeed flying through the canyon in the southerly direction towards Hollywood Boulevard, and the fire is starting to kind of leapfrog itself closer.
Okay, so
and
they
closer
think this could
to
be
these
going
homes.
towards
Fortunately,
Hollywood
at this
Boulevard,
juncture,
guys.
we have not seen any homes or structures touched, but we are mere minutes away unless they can put out that spot fire and kill the leading edge of this fire. And even that will only delay things because you have large flare-ups like the one near the top of your screen right there. See that big flare-up right there, guys? That is creating a huge amount of embers that are continuing to blow through here and continue to creep south towards Hollywood Boulevard.
Okay, so guys, that is a emergency situation coming out there. That it is en route on the way to Hollywood Boulevard. Hollywood Boulevard is a very, very
no more than 100 feet. No more than 100 feet there. Less than 100 feet if you live along Vista Street. If you live along Vista Street, there are house lights in the shot, and there is fire practically in the backyard.
Wow.
Right there, that's a new spot fire, literally in somebody's backyard, I think, as it continues to spot ahead of itself. 2 spot fires. You see that tree on the left and a new tree or shrub or whatever on fire now on the right. Again,
yeah, Hollywood Boulevard. That is the stuff
fact,
for Hollywood. That is
Vista?
Hollywood.
Is that a headlight or is that a city? That might be a house light. Okay, that's just a house light. But you can get an idea of the proximity to those houses now that this fire is getting closer and closer.
Yeah, we are live on all platforms: TikTok, Twitch, Facebook, X, and YouTube. Again,
I worry about the same thing, David. I don't see any traffic coming from this neighborhood. Hollywood Boulevard is now suddenly coming to a standstill, and you can see why, because basically people are...
ABC7 has confirmed it's burning over 19 acres. Confirmation over 19 acres.
The bright fire up on the hillside here. So that's Hollywood Boulevard on the right-hand side of your screen. Lots of brake lights, lots of headlights as fire crews try and make their way through here. The one good thing here is that we're seeing more helicopters arrive on scene, and we are seeing more water drops. But look at all those flashing lights. Those are all fire trucks making their way into the neighborhood and hopefully getting into position. I presume, even though it's dark and we can't see this very clearly, I presume they're already in the process of trying to set up for structure protection in the neighborhood just north of Hollywood Boulevard. Now, the evacuation order, as I understand it, extends to the south up to Hollywood Boulevard.
I do not see any evac orders as of right now.
On fire, expect that to grow. And I mean, if this becomes an urban fire in the middle of Hollywood, you know, God help us. But this
I do not see any evacuation orders whatsoever.
And could grow in short order, like within the hour. So let's keep a close eye on this and see how they do protecting these homes right here. But once these embers start flying into that neighborhood right there between Sierra Bonita Avenue, Hillside Avenue, and Vista Street, along Franklin Avenue, just north of Hollywood Boulevard,
it's extremely close.
We have real problems. We'll see. It's getting closer by the minute.
It's extremely close here. Let me go into my switcher here and I'll show you. So that fire is right here at Runyon Canyon Park. Okay, that's where I'm zooming in at. Okay, Hollywood Boulevard is right here. That's this road right there. It is right on top of it. It is right on top of it.
And look at that new fire, a new spot fire right there in the middle of your screen.
Yeah,
a new spot fire getting closer to
This is Hollywood, and it's right in the middle of Hollywood.
Runyon Canyon Road. There's a new fire right there.
It's right in the middle.
It's grown pretty quickly and is now getting closer to Runyon Canyon. What I'm looking for, guys, is for that fire to jump Runyon Canyon Road based on the direction of the winds. The winds are blowing.
I don't see anything through Cal Fire. They probably is.
Towards our shot here, and we will see if they can keep this fire from jumping Runyon Canyon Road. But it's going to be very difficult with those embers flying through the air.
Yeah, this is. Yeah, this is definitely not a good situation in any way, shape, or form. This is the last thing that they really needed, was something to spawn off so close. And the question is, was this a spawn off from the other fire? Was this an arson job? You know, they thought that it wasn't going to be jumping this far, and especially since those Santa Ana winds have really calmed down. That question really comes out is, was this an intentional fire, or was this an act of God, if you will? Yeah, you know, and Jenna, I don't know if Jenna's in the chat here. Jenna G, I saw her evacuate Hollywood Hills. She's right on where the stars are on the sidewalk, and she had evacuated her boyfriend's house. I believe it's about 45 minutes away, and this is now coming in, so it was very good her and her Siamese Chad were able to get out. You know, this is really interesting, and I am hoping that those crews down there have enough water so it doesn't come down and pinch them.
More by the minute. A lot of that thick black smoke now drifting right over the Hollywood area. This entire area is now
ABC7 has said,
really
the pilot,
thick and unhealthy
it's
smoke. Obviously,
really,
time to get out.
it's really hard to even control this. You got 3 trucks down there. They're not stopping this.
Lots of traffic starting to build up
they
there.
have redirected all aircraft from Palisades to come over and do their airdrops over here. But the issue is, look at Gridlock. They are trying to get out right now. This is a scene out of 2012, the movie. Look at the emergency evacuations coming out right now.
Away from this fire,
yeah, Rob, it's insane. It's really insane that, look, up to Hollywood Boulevard, everyone's trying to get out.
To this fire.
Everyone is trying to get out, because look, it is right there. It is right on there, and as soon as it hits a street, those homes are all going to go up. Those businesses are going to go up.
Of the fire, that's going to be the end of Carson Avenue.
San Diego County, I don't think they're going to make it in time. San Diego County, I don't think those engines are going to make it in time. You can have as many lights and sirens as you want. It's not going to move the gridlock traffic. They have nowhere to go. And we have intense fire spread at the crest of that hill. And look at the wind. Look where it's moving. Follow that wind. That's where it's moving.
You're going to see Carson Avenue.
That is exactly where it's moving.
Any sign whatsoever. It looks like the wind is actually helping these folks. It's reaching the top of the ridge line right there.
Yeah.
And then it would have to go downhill, which is not convenient for the fire, right? Everything's blowing in the other direction, and fire likes to go uphill. So the folks along Carson Avenue have the luxury of being below the fire instead of above the fire. So Carson Avenue on the right there is down the hill from that flare up right there. So we're going to continue to watch.
You know,
this section
they're
here
talking
as
about
more flare ups develop, more spot fires develop, and we'll
let me
keep
look
a closer
here.
eye
They're talking
now.
about Carson.
Another flare up right there, and a spot fire, and somebody's almost feet away.
The issue is Carson.
Backyard. Go ahead and widen out a little bit. You can see a home right there. Let's go ahead and throw up our.
The fire is going into Hollywood, so them talking about Carson and Carson, North Carson Avenue.
It's going to be right.
That's one thing, but the biggest concern is that this is going into Hollywood. That's the big issue. Is that Carson is on the other side of Hollywood. It's on the west side. This is coming straight down. This is gonna pinch out into Outpost Estates, coming down into Hollywood and Hollywood Boulevard there at Franklin Avenue, and depending, this could go for the Hollywood Bowl. You know, the Hollywood Bowl, the very big legendary amphitheater, and it could potentially even pinch over and come up onto the 101. You know, that's going to be the big concern. Is right now. I'm gonna cut over to this. So I want you guys look. The traffic is all gridlock. Look at all the red. They're already starting to shut off streets as well. Getting on and off of 101 is completely gridlocked. Absolutely completely gridlocked.
Also spotting a little bit over towards the west. So we're going to keep an eye on Carson Avenue, but I think the focus here still
look at that, guys.
On Hillside Avenue, Vista Street,
and also
Avenue. Right there,
look at that.
Right
that is moving down the hill towards Carson anyways. That's moving down towards Carson.
Franklin Avenue, right along Vista Street. Thankfully, up until now, we have not seen any structures on fire. And even if it is imminent, at least they have the luxury of getting more water on it sooner rather than later. And hopefully,
here comes another drop, guys.
Do something to impede the forward progress.
I don't see a bucket on that helicopter.
Continuing to grow, continuing to spread, and continuing to spot ahead of itself based on these winds. And there's another water drop right there. LA City Fire, again, smothering this area with as many resources as possible.
With how hot that is, that's
priority.
Those buckets, you know, you got to put it on the direct fire.
Address multiple emergencies at the same time, but
look at that leading edge.
A good time.
Look at that leading edge. That leading edge is what's so concerning. Is look at that. That is what's concerning, is that leading edge. Yeah, that leading edge is what's extremely concerning. Now, we're looking here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 helicopters. We got 10 helicopters. We got 10 helicopters. We have this one over here. We have this one. This appears to be a reconnaissance one. That's definitely a Los Angeles County Fire Department helicopter. We also have a second one for that. Fire 2, Fire 4, another Fire 1. That's definitely one that can drop water. And then we also have a regular Bell helicopter too. I'm not too sure which one that is. And then Fire 1's also out there. So we got lots of helicopters that's going to be trying to pinch this off. But you need aircraft. You know, you need planes. Those helicopters are not going to make that big of a dent. They're not going to make that big of a dent. You need aircraft. You need the tankers to drop. You need the DC-10s. Yeah, you in Fire 4 as well. those helicopters are only going to do so much, though. You know, they are probably going to pull out of Hollywood Reservoir because it's right there. Let's see here. Do we have any tankers that's out there? I'm not seeing any
go ahead,
tankers.
We can actually show you Hollywood Boulevard. We're keeping an eye on the traffic, and in the time that we've been here, we've watched things come to a practical standstill, partially due to the fact that LA City Fire has so many trucks now.
And the issue is, this is all
really difficult, if not
this is
impossible,
all
to
right
get through
at
here. And if they don't already, I would imagine there's
KLAX,
somebody
the
down
Los
there
Angeles
directing
International
traffic,
Airport.
but
That's a big
essentially,
issue.
The yellow tape is going to start going up and
Oh, look at that, guys. Look at all those crews.
I encountered that last night when
Like
I
I
was
said,
driving up to the Hearst fire in Sylmar. But right now, it looks like you see some traffic now. That's a good sign.
Oh, look at the pow up. Look at that pow up, guys. Look at that.
Are now
right there at North Martel and Camino Palmero. Look at that. That is absolutely a pow up.
From left to right there towards Hollywood Boulevard. Those are all folks. That street dead ends. And those folks are now coming away.
Yeah,
from the
Matt,
fire.
that's
so
the only thing. That's the only thing they have.
Getting word of this,
that's the only good thing for the helicopters is quick refuels. But you know, do we have a TFR? Can anyone look? Anyone that's into aviation, do we have a TFR for this? I don't know if we do. Do we have a TFR? Because it'd be awesome if we did have a TFR, so that way they could do what they need to do. But that fire, look at that leading edge. That leading edge is really starting to burn, and now it's burning on the north side. This is up to the north side. Water's coming in, water dropping. Okay, it looks like they got a good bit of that leading edge. There's still fire, though, and you got fire up on the northwest side there of your screen. They're going to have to do a drop on that. They really need to go for this Hillside Avenue in North Vista. They really got to try to get that leading edge, because look below 1905, right below 1905. Look at that. Look at that leading edge. Is he going to zoom in? Look at that. Yeah, I think he's seeing it too. Look at that leading edge coming down. That's what they need to go for. They really need to go for it. And I don't know how the chain of command and incident ICS is working over there. They should have been over there sooner. I really think that they got, as far as I knew, they had 15 task forces. Now they are, or strike teams. They're up to 50. I think they're up to 50. That leading edge is really kicking up just west of 1901. Look at 1901. That thing is really kicking up. And you got the one that's just to the west of Runyon Canyon Road. That's really kicking up. You got two really concerning leading edges on this. Really concerning. You could probably get one water drop to take out the 1901, but she's going to follow up with the 1905 and work her way down and around. And that is a very, very hot mountain right now. It's extremely hot. I'm looking here to see if we have anything on this. So yeah, we got the Sunset Fire. Okay, I think they did identify that one leading edge. Yeah, that's one of the ones I was looking at. There's several homes that is really going to come near. I don't see how this could just randomly start. Hey, Catherine. Hello, hello. I don't see how this could... Yeah, it really is. This is Hollywood right now. Hollywood is on fire.
Press F on SkyMap. There you go.
Yeah, they had 3 million gallons ready to go. They had 3 million gallons ready to go. It was 1 million tanks. 1 million gallon tanks that they were going to be pulling out. Guys, tap that screen, hit the follow and subscribe button. No matter where you are, we're live. TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and X. That leading edge has grown tremendously, guys. I was just talking about 1901, 1905. Look at that, guys. Yeah, he just goes, oh no. That kicked up. You're not getting that one drop. You're going to need probably all 4 helicopters to get that leading edge done. That is, yeah. She's really kicking up. She's going up near Astral.
Yeah.
That is...
no buildings that we have observed, but there are now 2 major flare-ups. There's one in the foreground here, right there.
That's
in the
what I
center of your
said.
screen. And
I
if you
said
tilt
that
up
2
just a
minutes
little
ago.
bit, Lucas, you can see on the other side of the ridge line, there's another flare-up on the backside, on the other side of
you
that
need
ridge
tankers.
line.
These
Those
helicopters are
tall
not going to work.
flames are what really create the most danger, because that is creating embers that
The
are
leading
already
edge is
flying
where
at
that
a
you
higher
have...
altitude. Than,
So you see all the embers on the hill, okay? All those little dots.
things like that. So
that is your main fire ground. That's what's already burnt. That leading edge is the very strong, that strong edge. That's what's pulling down.
These winds, it really doesn't matter.
The helicopters are passing over the leading edge. They're going up for the hill.
Hours ago, we would already be in trouble. Now they have a little bit more time to prepare to get out, and the fire department has a little bit more time to try and get in front of it. But it is a wait-and-see game at this hour.
Yeah, I can tell you that this ABC, oh, jeez. Yeah, you're not getting that one drop. That, you need a tanker. Multiple tankers for that. That is insane. That is insane. I thought you already were. I'm sorry. I thought you already were. There is a lot of suspicion about this fire. Eddie in here was saying that I believe it was KCLA or KCAL. I think one of them, the LA station, Channel 7, was saying that this started on a running trail. They spotted it on their cameras, and that, quote, people could go past the blocks. Okay, so we have a helicopter here, guys. We have a helicopter here. Let's see what they do. Okay. That's not much water. Look at that. It didn't do anything. It didn't do anything to that leading edge. It maybe took it down by 50%, but as soon as it cooks it, it's going to cook it in steam. It's going to vaporize that water. That's the issue. KCAL. Okay. KCAL. I thought so, but then since we're so close to LA, I didn't know. That water, here's the thing. This thing, look how violent that is. That is going to steam vapor. That is going to steam vapor. This thing is getting super, super hot. That's not going to do anything. It's gonna turn to steam and vapor. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And it's right at 1905. Look at that fire coming up behind 1905, working its way down to 1900. This is not good. This is not good whatsoever. Chinook helicopters coming in. Do they have water? I don't believe. Yeah, they do. Okay. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. They missed a drop. They missed a drop. Look at that. They missed a drop. The Chinook totally missed a drop. They missed a drop. No, that didn't do anything. They missed a drop. By the time that fire gets to where they just did that drop, it's gonna be gone. You know? Fire retardant will stick. You know, that's that red powder. That will stick. That will do a lot better. That was just water. That was just water. And that water, because of how hot this fire is, they don't have time to dig trenches. They don't have time to do that. That's what they were just talking about. The only thing they're going to do is try to save structures. If this happened way further up, they would have time to dig line. You don't have time to dig this line. That's the big issue. That's what they were talking about. So they got all the trucks down there, and they're just pretty much just waiting. You don't have time to drop trees and dig lines. They only had... They don't have them there. They don't have dozers there. So guys, this fire happened 20 minutes ago. Like, it happened like 20, 30 minutes ago. All of the dozers are up in Palisades. They don't have the dozers here. This this is why they are very, 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 very concerned, is that this is right at Hollywood. They didn't have time to bring in equipment. All that equipment is still up many miles away. Yeah. Oh, it's gonna jump it. It's very strong. It's gonna jump it. Yeah. You know, if they would have had advanced warning to get equipment down there, that would have been one thing. This, no. If they would have had an hour and a half heads up, then yeah, they could have definitely brought in equipment to work it. That's what you know. And these pilots here for the news, they deal with this a lot. They see this a ton, and like they even said it, they're like, this isn't good. It is, Jaden. Yeah. The outpost estates is what I'm concerned about. If that jumps over Runyon, right there, you got a ton of homes back to back to back to back, and that is where the strongest leading edge is. Look at that line. Look at that line. How it's like really strong there. It's really strong on the right side of your screen.
Your spot fire right there on the left.
Yeah. It jumped it. Look, you got a flare up going. Look at that. It's getting closer and closer, and as soon as that hits that tree, she's gone. As soon as that starts to go up, they better have a drop ready to go on that.
I would not say that, no.
Good. Oh, thank God. I was like, I hope they got it. Okay, let's see. How well did that go?
Widen that a little bit. Yep, you're looking at the right area. Okay.
Did that do anything?
No, I know.
Exactly, Matt. Yeah, that's my concern. That I didn't see that drop do anything. Yeah, the drop didn't. Yeah. If now and this is nothing against them. It's really hard at nighttime. It's really hard at nighttime. Hopefully this one they're gonna try to get it. Let's see. That was right over top. It didn't do anything. That was right over top of it. Look at that. Look at that. It was right over top of it, and it's not doing anything. What? What? It's festering right there is what it is. It's sitting there and it's just festering.
Which part? The drop? Uh-huh.
I really want to see what that leading edge is looking like.
Thank you.
I want to know what that leading edge is looking like. I have a camera. Where's my camera? Okay. This one doesn't look
about 10 minutes.
Wow. Look at that, guys. Per fire radio traffic. Evacuation of Outpost Drive. Evacuation of Outpost Drive. Huh.
Missed.
They missed it.
Missed.
They missed it.
What'd you say, Lucas? It's spreading, right? Yeah.
So the pilot just said they missed the drop, it sounds like.
Yep. I see that.
Yeah, man. I've been in fire service going on 13 years. Eddie's been in it many years as well. This is, you know, granted, we don't deal too much with this wildland side. We're still trained on it. And you know, you have to be really careful. You know, you could technically have guys go up between those two, but all it takes is for that wind to shift, and Granite Mountain 2.0.
Sorry.
Yeah. So let me switch here.
Man,
okay,
it's
so
getting closer to the 405, huh?
yeah, it is.
Wow.
This is really starting to spread out.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Those pilots, they're probably like, this is probably going to be one of their most, like,
They did say that.
anxious operations. You know, look at that. Look. That's going to come down. That's going to come down. Because honestly, okay, let's see how's this go. Should be a good drop. See, the one issue is it's just really festering. It's really sitting there in one spot and it's just cooking and it's cooking. You know, you got all of these engines here. They're pretty much just going to try to save the houses that's on the sides and try to contain it that way. And you just better hope that they got water, because if their water stops, I mean,
Widen out.
you can bump a line down to 50 and try to stretch it as much as you can, but you know, these trucks probably don't have more than 1,000 gallons to them.
Tilt down. All the way at the bottom of the
Oh,
fire.
Jesus, look at that.
Focus
Moving
on that.
under
Focus on that spot fire. That's
Yeah. Those drops did shit for that right there where those three came in. There was like nothing. They didn't do anything, because look at it. It's really, really kicking. No, they're not refilling from the ocean. There's a reservoir that they're likely refilling from right over the road. Like, no need to fly 4 minutes to the ocean and pick it up when you can go 30 seconds to the right and get it.
sure.
Newsroom is something else. Newsroom is something else.
But if we start talking about houses again, just go ahead and do it.
So you guys are hearing raw audio. So this is the raw video feed, raw audio feed. We get this direct from news. Something is going on. Hold on. Give me 1 second, guys. I don't know what is going on over here. Something is going on.
All sides of that garage, and that's one of the explosions we were talking about.
There's explosions happening at a house. I don't know what's going on, guys.
Just a horrific scene, and again, you know,
I don't know what this is. It's just coming into the newsroom
before our eyes. But again, there is concern, and we are focused on the house next door as well. So we've gone 24 hours since this
some
fire
explosions happening. I don't know what's going on with that.
Palisades community. So many homes lost. We're talking hundreds. And here you have this miracle that has stood here and fully withstood what we have seen play out here. This house is fully intact only for tonight. There was almost nothing else burning in this town actively except for this home right here.
Yeah, that's what I said. How can one house be on fire in a housing plan? How can one house be on fire?
But
it wasn't making sense.
Things look good. We've been watching the eaves, and they look like they're intact. Sparks and embers have been brushing up against the home, and nothing has caught as of yet. There you can see it just pushing.
Yeah, but it's really weird.
Right toward that home.
Especially with like terracotta roofs.
So those fire trucks going up,
west to east, away from that home, and at times it shifts and goes the other way and pushes it directly into that home there. And so
yeah, so it looks like we got more crews here. They're really, so right now this is probably if I had to say it, this is probably their last ditch effort to save Hollywood, and that is to just line the streets and hope that they can try to make it as black as they can when it comes over the hill, because if it's black, it's already burnt, it's not going to burn through again. But those embers are what you have to really be cautious about, you know. And for those who didn't know, State Farm canceled 70,000 insurance policies for fire insurance about 3 or 4 months ago.
That fire is flaring up over there in Brentwood. Yeah, you're a firefighter. Yeah, David, we're just, I'm sorry, we're doing a couple things at once here. You got a whole bunch of fire trucks now making their way up Carson Avenue, a welcome sight for the residents who live in this neighborhood. Hopefully they have evacuated or were not home, but now these firefighters can start protecting those structures if this fire continues to spread to the west.
Last-ditch effort.
In the meantime, we're more focused at the moment to the south as the
They're doing a last-ditch effort to where you just save property, try to make a barrier that way.
At the same pace as it
Water
was
curtain,
about
you know?
an hour ago. I'm losing track of time, but you can see that the forward progress is slowing.
Oh, absolutely, I agree, Matt. They were doing terracotta roofs. How's terracotta flammable?
Patch of
That's what I
trees
want
right
to know.
there near the bottom of your screen, that's a brand new fire, and it is even closer to Vista Street and closer
Okay,
to
so we have
Franklin
another
Avenue.
fire that started
However,
up.
if you look at this shot, the winds have slowed down ever so slightly. You can see the smoke blowing, but not exactly at the same clip as a little bit earlier. And maybe that is helping out the situation quite a bit. But in
I'm
the
going to try to
meantime,
pull something
it is
here.
still
I'm
spotting,
curious.
it is still blowing. They are still dropping water on this fire, trying to cut it off at the pass, essentially. But this entire neighborhood still should be leaving right now.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust that as much as I could throw it here. That wind's going to be blowing to the southwest.
I think the concern is very much alive. However, the forward progress is slowing. They have dropped a lot of water on the fire, but that leading edge, that group of flames right there, is very unpredictable and is still at risk of spreading throughout this neighborhood, potentially.
Yeah.
Potentially. But don't take any chances. Definitely heed the warnings.
This really shocked the LAFD, I'm pretty sure. They were not expecting Hollywood, you know?
All right.
They got crews coming from Arizona. Arizona was coming in tonight. They called in a lot of people.
Another flare up. Just keep the camera on as we fly away. We're leaving now.
I'm not too sure what's going on with this. The pilot said they're leaving now, so I don't quite know what's going on.
Yep, I see that.
Forks, Washington, wow.
That's a palm tree.
They don't use smoke jumpers for this in Los Angeles.
10-4.
I don't know what's going to happen with the feed guys, just so you're aware. I don't know. Let me see here. That's really intense. They may need to go refuel. I'm not too sure. I mean, it's 7 o'clock. They're going to want to keep that chopper up, I bet. Hello, Tyson. Hello, hello, hello. Guys, be sure to tap your screens, hit that follow button, and subscribe. We're live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, TikTok, and X, all platforms. Yeah, I know. That's why I was... They, I thought that's what they were going to give us here, but we got this one. We got this Sky 7 feet, so I'm not too sure what's going on.
Look at that. That's definitely flaring, right?
They're getting the hell out of Dodge for some reason. I don't know what's going on. Oh.
Really? Really?
Oh. What's this?
Can we kind of cut it off just to kind of take a peek on the way home?
Interesting. Oh, so he's just going over flight radar 24. Yeah, it's a lot. There's a lot going on. Oh, you don't have to tell me twice. I know all about ADSB exchange. Yeah, there's a lot going on. That's over at the Palisades.
405.
That's the Palisades.
Perfect. Can you? Okay, so what streets are those? Right there. Fire roads, hiking trails, no houses. Okay. All right, we're good. Ooh, look at that. You're right. Look at that.
It's just starting to pop up.
Yeah. Shoot, forgot. Is this tapped out?
Okay, I'm gonna see if we can get
cool.
something for Hollywood Hills, guys. Give me a second, guys, here. Okay. See if that comes back. If not, I'm working on trying to get an additional feed here, guys. Trying my best here.
IFB's getting staticky.
I don't know.
Oh.
Okay, I got them working on it, guys. I got them working on getting us possibly the helicopter feed out of KCAL. I'm talking to production real quick. Trying to see if we can license it. Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate it, guys. Fire or something. Okay, guys, we're trying. I'm trying my best here. We're kind of like in a little bit of a pattern here. So give me a second, please. Here. It's like all of the feeds are kind of like dead right now, like, because what happens is you got shift change coming in, and so they're trying to get ready for the 10 p.m. broadcast that's going on over there, and so we're like, huh, okay, interesting. So we're trying our best here. We are trying our very best. So give me a second here, guys. Give me a second. In the meantime, we tune into United States Capitol, where Jimmy Carter, the former 39th president, is lying in state, as I attempt to try to get a feed here. And so we're working on getting something here. So give me a second here. Okay, so we're working here. Okay, so we are now waiting. I am. Okay. Okay, so I have this up ready to go whenever we get something. Oh, interesting. That is a house on fire. That is. Okay, let me try to get that. Okay. So we got them currently working it. We got them currently working to get us a feed. Don't go anywhere, guys. We are working our best here. It's just it's in between time. So we are doing what we can. I think we have a secondary here. We're gonna try to pull this as well. Give me a second if you can, please. Okay, give me 1 second. We got something here. It's not our typical, but it will work. It will work. Okay, so we are going to. There you go. Oh, there we go. I should have hit follow. Did not. Okay, so here we go, guys. We have North Vista and in this. Cool. So right now, guys, you are looking at the traffic, extreme amounts of traffic there. Both civilian and emergency vehicles are going to be standing there. That is Hollywood Boulevard. That is the main street of Hollywood. We have a major fire breaking out to the north side of it, as you'll see. And there it is. It's getting extremely close here. To downtown Hollywood. That is what we are working with right now. and that has grown tremendously. That is Runyon Canyon Road at Carson Place. That is where we just was looking at on the secondary feed. I want you guys to look at how big that actually is. That is Runyon Canyon Road coming up to Carson, North Carson, and that is extremely close to these houses here. Right now, all of Hollywood has pretty much been evacuated because of this fire. We have a major flare-up happening to the top left of your screen as well. They appear to be zooming in on a specific. I'm not too sure here. Very smoky. Extremely smoky. I want you guys to take a close attention to that. That's extremely hazy, foggy, you know. It's extremely close. Extremely close. Looks like we have a searchlight on a helicopter as well. This is coming up to a house. Look how close that is to a house. That is extremely close. You know, I'm gonna do this. That is starting to really pick off there. Yeah, look at that, guys. That is insane. That is insane. And we're within 100 feet of a house. That is in this person's backyard. If they were to be home, look out the window and see that. Thank you, Catherine. I appreciate that. Yeah, Matt, that's I agree fully, and I think that's what that one pilot was talking about. He's like, it's gonna be really hard to try to stop this, you know. It's gonna be really hard. Now that we don't have the audio from the pilot, I can I can take the lovely headphones off for a minute. I'm looking here to see if we have anything that's going to be coming up. Let me... Whoops. Okay. Okay, coming in, Franklin and La Brea Avenues are gridlocked as people try to evacuate from the Sunset Fire burning in Hollywood Hills. So, oh, look at that, guys. Look at this. This is insane. Look at that. I promise I'm not that TikTok guy. Oh, won't you just look at that? No, honestly, that is insane. That's nuts. You know, and we take a peek over here as well. That is going to be, as you take a look, this is a live view of Hollywood Boulevard. That is a live view of Hollywood Boulevard. Lots of traffic backed up as well. That's getting very, very close, like extremely close. That's, wow. That's getting extremely, extremely close. That is a back porch with lights on it. I don't think these helicopters are going to do much. They're not even hitting the main fire. They're trying to go around it. We have Hollywood Hills evacuation orders, Laurel Canyon Boulevard on the west to Mulholland Drive on the north, the 101 freeway on the east down to Hollywood Boulevard on the south. We have mandatory evacuation orders. Mandatory evacuation. This fire is at Hillside Avenue. This fire is at Hillside Avenue. Look at that, guys. It is right there. Right there. That is extremely close now. That is, you are 2 blocks from downtown Hollywood. You have a raging inferno that is spreading uncontrollably 2 blocks from downtown Hollywood. And look how quick it regenerates. Look how quick it's regenerating. That is insane. That's insane. You know, and this is the evacuation area. If you take a look on the left, that was the evacuation area. It's right there. It's about to jump hillside. Yeah, look at that. There it goes. It's going to hit that house. It's going to go for the house. Right there. It's at the house. Yeah, it's going to hit that house. I'm just waiting. And I'm not saying that to be rude. It's just I knew that this was happening. I was like, oh, goodness gracious. Oh yeah, exactly. It's side by side. Everything is so compact. Everything is so pushed together and smushed together in Los Angeles. You know, this is... Oh, yeah, the traffic is. The traffic's at a standstill. You'll see it there. So, in Palisades, a firefighter had a serious head injury is what it was. This morning, a firefighter got injured over there at the Palisades fire. And there were several significant injuries to residents who failed to evacuate. It is right there at that house. That is insane. Yeah, so right now, guys, look at that. It's right there at North Sierra Bonita Avenue and Hillside Avenue. I didn't even see any fire engines over there. Well, the winds were supposed to slow down a couple hours ago, but, you know, they're not nearly as bad as they were, but the winds are still present. There's definitely still winds present. Look at that. That is insane. It's right there. So those flames are going to continue south here into Hollywood Boulevard. We have breaking news coming out of the White House here. President Biden has canceled his upcoming trip to Italy due to the California fires. He has canceled his trip to Italy. It looks like they have a hose that is just running water, which that is not helping the city that has no water right now for these fires, and people are just opening up the hoses and letting them spray, thinking it's going to save their business. This is insane. When you look at that on the right side of your screen, it is pouring down embers in Los Angeles and Hollywood. It is just pouring down ash, and it's pouring down embers all over the camera. And right now we're looking at North Vista Drive on the right side of your screen there. North Vista Street. Again, guys, if you're new here, tap that follow button, subscribe, hit like and share. We're live on all platforms now, covering this at Runyon Canyon Road. This is extremely, extremely close here. That fire, that leading edge is coming down, and it's coming up into where these homes are at Hillside Avenue and North Sierra Bonita Avenue. The question is, do they have enough water drops to be able to do this? That is the question. Do they have enough water drops to be able to successfully save these homes? And the other question is, what happens if it starts to overrun the crew, the fire crew, the hand crew? These are all questions that we don't know the answers to. We have a very, very strong and powerful wildfire entering the Hollywood Hills region of Los Angeles. And they've also extended out the evacuation warnings over much to the west as well, in the Beverly Hills. So West Hollywood and Beverly Hills, north of the boulevard, has evacuation warnings, meaning that this could spread into the Beverly Hills area as well. Correct, Jaden. Yes, correct. You know, right now they are trying to cut this off at North Carson Avenue, Hillside Avenue, and Runyon Canyon Road. They are trying their best to cut this off right there, but we don't know. Are they going to be able to? We've had a couple flare-ups occur as well. Hello, Nicole. Hello. Wow, that's really intensifying there at Waddles Drive. That was really intensifying. Now we can see what appears to be some hand crews making entry on the left side there, trying to see where the fire is. There's obviously hot spots that's up and above. You really got to pay attention though to that right side of this where it's really burning there. Where it's really burning. You can see it there right above where it says Hollywood in the title. Okay, so we just had another airdrop come in. It appears there was another airdrop that just came in. Didn't look like it did much. And they are running spotlights up and above. That spread extremely quickly. Hello, Jackie. Hello, hello. Yeah, so lots going on here. There's a lot that's going on. Right now we're kind of just waiting to see what's going to happen with this fire down near North Carson. Okay, so he's on the northwest side of this, it appears. Okay, we may have an additional feed that's going to come in. We're going to check this out and see. Let me see here what I need to do. Okay, as soon as this starts up here in a few moments, we should have an additional feed coming in as well for you guys. I'm going to work on that too, so that way we have continuous coverage of this incident here. Again, there's just a lot going on in the Los Angeles area. A lot more than some could expect, you know. You typically don't expect to see stuff like this happen, but unfortunately it does. Unfortunately it does. Give me 1 second, guys, here. Talk about a hell of a fire.
No, the one.
Hello. Okay, so
What?
got a feedback. We got a feedback, so that's a plus. We got a feedback. Okay, so okay, there we go. Okay, so that is just the helicopter hum that y'all hear. I think he's on a break. I am here. I am here. I promise I'm here.
On this side of the ridge, got it.
Our helicopter crew is back, is what it is. Our helicopter crew is back on, and we are looking at the front leading edge there of the fire. It looks like they may be able to get that in 1 to 2 drops, just maybe.
Like that?
Just maybe.
That is wild.
Wow. And looking over here as well, there is that large amount of fire as well. We got some vehicles that's coming up there as well on that western side. Hello everyone. Hello.
Well, this is exactly what we're talking about. You know, I mean, all it takes is an ember floating through.
Very true.
It is, right? That's weird. I'm thinking the same thing. You think it's like a new fire, a separate fire, like a car? Mount Lee. Let's check it out. Let's go. Yeah, let's check it out. The Hollywood sign.
The Hollywood sign. The Hollywood sign.
Air 7 News Desk, yep. Yeah, I was just going to tell you, apparently there's a report of a fire on Mount Lee behind the Hollywood sign. We'll check that out.
Getting reports of a possible fire behind the Hollywood sign. Helicopter is currently flying over to it right now.
Yeah.
Getting some possible reports that there is a fire behind the Hollywood sign. They're currently investigating it right now. That's where the sign is. That's where the sign is, because that's where the towers are. Let's see, do we have a fire at the sign? That's what they're looking for. They're looking for a fire at the Hollywood sign. They got a report that there's a fire behind the Hollywood side. So they're currently looking here. They do see an emergency vehicle, so they're trying to follow it.
Negative.
Maybe there is a So Friday at 2 a.m. is going to be 40-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Friday morning,
Yeah,
there's going to be. I don't. Yeah, 7. I think it was 7. Okay, we have a helicopter landing. Okay, so they got a helicopter landing. I'm not too sure what's going on there.
Off the nose.
Off the nose. They find something. They see a helicopter.
Right, in the park.
Thank you, Paula. Thank you. Guys, double tap your screen there. Hit that follow button.
Fire, but I see the helicopter.
So they are currently investigating what could be a fire at the Hollywood sign. That is what they are looking at. What caused it? It's under investigation. Oh. Okay, that's emergency vehicle. They're looking. They're looking.
They're looking for it too, but we don't see anything. I don't see anything.
Okay.
We're going back.
Okay. So there's apparently no fire at the sign. No, Jaden, no. It's still going on. This is the one that we were looking at earlier. It is still burning away. These fires seem super sus. They do. They do.
Wow.
Oh. Dang. Think that's Pelisod. I think that's the... No, is that? No.
Hey, Christina, you up? Hey, the Palisades fire is really flaring up all of a sudden. You want to go take a look at it over there? I think it's moving towards Brentwood.
The Palisade. Okay, so this is Palisade. It's really kicking up. It's a lot.
I can see Silmar. I don't see anything though.
That's a lot worse than it was earlier. That is a lot worse than it was earlier. That's a lot worse. I'm trying to...
No, it's Palisades. Palisades, Brentwood.
Yeah, that's Palisade. I am curious here. He's
it's actually pointing due west. Due west. Let's go check it out.
I'm trying to see where our helicopter is that we have this feed coming from. That is, I believe that's the Hollywood Hills one. Okay, so yeah. Sunset.
Wait a minute. No, let's focus on this. Let's stay here. Let's stay here.
Okay.
Hey, Christina, we got a new fire next to the Sunset Fire. I don't know how it started because the wind's going the other way, but this is a new fire next to a house. What street is that?
I got our helicopter. I'm tracking our helicopter. And we're pulling this from. So they got a new fire that just popped up. These guys are pretty good, I have to admit. These guys are really good with knowing where each one is. Negative. I believe this is
We're ready.
I believe this is Sky 9. For those asking, this is Sky 9. Sky 9 N50Q. N50Q is our helicopter. This is wow, look at that, guys. Look at those drops. Oh, wow. Look at that. Wow. That was an insane drop. That was a direct drop. Yeah, that was like a perfect hit. Wow. That was perfect. That was awesome. So guys, this is the helicopter you guys are getting this from. It's Sky 9 News. That camera feed is coming off the nose of this Bell 407 helicopter. That is the helicopter that we're pulling the camera feed from, directly from them. What's up, Tiger? What's up? So that is what we just had a direct hit on a pop-up fire. However, it looks like we may need another drop over on that other side there just to get those hot spots out. I believe that they're going to be going over towards, yep, okay. So, yeah. So, guys, they are coming up here. So, you have the Chinooks, you have Fire 2. They're pulling from the Hollywood Reservoir, okay? So, our helicopter is down here. This is our helicopter. And they are circling here, and this is, so Fire 4 is coordinating them. So Fire 4 is at about 2,000 feet altitude. Fire 1's coming back. They just got refilled up. Fire 2 just got refilled. All these guys, so they're going to be coming in and doing additional drops as well here. Perfect 10, right? You could use drones depending on it, but the issue is you'd have to have a lot of power, because for every gallon of water, it's about 7 to 8 pounds. So you'd have to have a lot. These guys are pulling in several hundred pounds, most likely, of water, or several hundred gallons of water, most likely. It appears to be a police car, I think, and they're probably going to do an additional drop over that to ensure that it's fully extinguished and out. Okay, we have another one coming in for a drop. He's going to be coming in very, very, very soon. Looks like they're lining up the drop over here. I'm waiting to see if it goes there, if it goes somewhere else. He's right overhead, so I don't know. He may drop or may not drop on that one. It's all up to what Fire Command's saying. Can the reservoir run dry? Yeah, I mean, technically, yes. Technically, yes. Okay, that one helicopter just went past. We have another one lining up. We have another
Control
one.
room, you up?
Another one lining up. I don't know who this.
That fire's out.
Right there.
I think we should go back over to the Palisades. It looks like it's flaring up.
Yeah, that's
Actually,
going to be.
before we do, Lucas, can you just take a peek right here? Little flare up at the end of Vista, I think.
Yeah, down on the bottom right, I think. Yeah, down on the bottom right.
I'm just looking for something to talk about. Stand by. Push in there, see if we can.
I love how the pilot's telling him what to do. This pilot's like, hey, I see this, do it.
Thank you. To the right? Well, you got that too. You got that, and then you got that one on the top right.
Yeah, that's the one I was looking at, the bottom right. That's what I was looking at, these.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah, come back to the neighborhood. The left, the one on the left, at the end of Bonita, Sierra Bonita. What? Push in on that? Is that the gas line again? It's the weirdest thing. Or is that something else? Just brush? Yeah. Keep an eye on it. Tilt down, show me the houses.
What decides where they drop? Great question. There's a helicopter known as Fire 1. Fire 1 is flying up and above them. So, for example, here, you can see the line there right over here. So there's a helicopter that flies above them and says, hey, I want you to hit this one on the bottom left. I want you to hit that one on the northwest, one on the southeast. And that's what they do. Good question. $2.6 billion gallons in the Hollywood Reservoir? Really? That's a lot of water. The Hollywood Reservoir? Really? Thank you, Kay. Thank you. Much appreciated, guys. Again, also be sure to click the link in the bio. The Breaking News Discord server is in there. We're live on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe. Live on Twitch, X, Facebook, and TikTok. No problem, okay,
yeah,
thank
that's
you.
right. The official acreage now, as we were kind of estimating earlier, is now officially at 50 acres. That is the Sunset Fire at the end of
50 acres now.
Street here in Hollywood, just north of Franklin Avenue, where you can see a lot of healthy, thick fuel continuing to smolder and still creating occasional spot fires that are concerning. In fact, just a few minutes ago, a brand new spot fire started almost a couple hundred yards away.
Okay, guys,
from where all of this firefighting
confirmation.
is taking place.
Woodley and
Nichols
Olivia's
Canyon
are
Road,
100%
a
contained.
new fire started. They quickly tackled that.
Hurst
with a
has
couple
been
of water
upgraded
drops,
to 850
and that fire
acres,
has been
though.
mitigated, but it was right next to a home along Nichols Canyon Road. In the meantime, you can still see some flare-ups occasionally here in the Runyon Canyon Road area, just off of Hillside. But so far, the fire department is keeping this fire at bay and continuing to babysit this neighborhood just north of Hollywood Boulevard. Guys? Yeah, they are battering it. There is a handful of helicopters continuing to pick up water and continue these water drops. And as long as you see tall trees like that shooting embers into the air, they're going to continue to do that all night long. It's true, although...
Oh, okay, not too sure what happened there. Okay, we got some stuff coming in. Give me 1 second, guys. I apologize for that. We got some stuff here that is coming in. Okay, so let me exit out of this. Okay. Okay. Okay, there's this. Things were changing. That's what it was, guys. Things were changing. We're good. Okay. And so...
towards
there you go.
Towards our city, which is
things switched. They switched the inputs. They switched the inputs. Sorry. We also do have, though. Here, give me 1 second. Okay, so what you guys are looking at there is both a ground view and...
Yeah, they are doing structure protection along these streets. They're
and
kind of
also aerial.
by, waiting just in case
yes,
any of
Ethan.
these
Yep.
homes or potentially
You're able to see both ground and aerial view now.
Catch on fire. It's as positive as a situation as it appears from this angle. There are still new spot fires and trees catching on fire.
I was like,
so far,
what's going on?
they've all been a decent distance from these properties, and we just hope that it stays that way, obviously. There is a big flare-up, I should say, as we sit over Hollywood and look across over to the Palisades fire. I have to tell you, fire crews really have their hands full out there and are launching a massive attack on a major flare-up. It's lighting up the night sky and bordering on Brentwood. As we pan across the city here, you're looking just over the 405 freeway.
There's going to be a behind-the-scenes photo coming into the Discord,
Getty,
guys.
Past the Getty, you can see a large flare up there at the on top of those ridge lines in the Palisades area. We're going to go take a look at that and bring those pictures to you in a little while, but a lot of activity seems to be increasing over there in the Palisades. I'm back with you.
So yeah, Palisades, you can definitely see this. We do have a dedicated video feed on the bottom right there of
We could check it out
of
but
them
it's
working
unlikely. We
the
can take a
fire
trip
from
and
the
try.
ground.
It's just the whole San Gabriel Valley, actually, to be honest with you, in the foothills is like smoked out.
Hollywood Boulevard. Okay, so he's in the 7400 block of
After this flight,
Hollywood
you
Boulevard.
know, whenever you relieve us, we'll take a good 45 minutes at least.
No, don't. I try. Okay, I'm going there. Oh man, oh man.
Copy that. Sounds good.
Giving you guys a extreme view of what it sounds like and looks like over there right now. Give you guys a view here of what it sounds like and looks like if you're there. We can see here the fire coming through the tree line up and above. Again, a lot of stuff going on. This is something you don't typically see. Again, we have an aerial view to the bottom right of your screen, and we have one of our video journalists there at Hollywood Boulevard. As you can see, news media, his vehicle, I believe, is right there. Helicopters flying up and above with the search spotlights on. You know, this is reminding me of Orville's War of the Worlds. Again, guys, tap your screens here. Hit that share button. And we're looking at what is an emergency situation coming out of Hollywood, California, right outside of Los Angeles, as a raging wildfire comes within a mere 100 feet of Hollywood. No milk, no. It's still an emergency situation here as that fire continues to be battled. There is no fire at the Hollywood sign. Sky 9 flew over. We did not see anything on fire at the Hollywood sign. We did not see any signage on fire from Sky 9.
What do you, the far, yeah. That's right along PCH, right? Or is that in the mountains?
There was some reports being made, but when we flew over with Sky 9, we did not see anything at the Hollywood sign.
You know what I'd be curious to do, buddy? Is there any chance, because how far can we go here? How far, we're almost at the line. Let's go back to where we were earlier, over the beach on the south side, looking up. I think that's...
You can see multiple news vehicles there. These are Los Angeles. Stand by one, guys. We're gonna take primary of this. I want you guys to see this here. I just swapped the feeds out for you. Again, we still have a pretty intense fire going.
Is this a pursuit right here?
We now have a police pursuit, I believe.
No, it's just a terror.
Okay.
Yeah, they're heading somewhere to help, probably CHP.
Oh, okay. CHP is escorting. They thought it was a police pursuit. They thought there was a police pursuit. It appears CHP may be bringing in an escort of much needed help here. And our helicopter is over Fairfax right now, which is just south of Hollywood. Our helicopter is just staying over Fairfax as they begin to move in and look, I believe. What you are hearing there is Fire 1, which is Fire Command. It's a 2019 Augusta AW139 making that loud noise on stream. Appears we have a house fire, a working house fire, pointed up near Hollywood of some sort. I can see a working house fire there. Numerous individual fires are started right now. As we can see numerous fires, it appears numerous house fires are now taking shape in Hollywood. Looking at our camera feeds here and trying to piece this together to our mode C data on ADSB, it appears we have multiple working house fires near the Hollywood area. Yeah, we have multiple working structure fires now near Hollywood, just outside of Los Angeles, California. These appear to have just started. You're looking at Hollywood Boulevard in the bottom right of your screen there, where we have an actual ground camera. We have our helicopter over Fairfax, California, which is on the south side of Hollywood Hills. And that is the main camera feed you guys are looking at here on TikTok. Numerous working structure fires coming into our viewpoint now that we did not see previously either.
Anything visual out of here, Lucas? We can find it looks so much more impressive from over there.
We do have additional live streams coming up in about an hour for California, according to our schedule here.
What about in the village here?
And you know, this is all happening the day before the state funeral for former 39th President Jimmy Carter, who is lying in state here at the United States Capitol, where we were last evening. Oh my, Preacher. Welcome, Preacher. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well, bud.
You know what? I actually the other shot was yeah.
Again, we have multiple houses on fire right now. Viewer discretion is advised because these are all unrestricted feeds. You're not going to see anywhere else. Don't know what could happen. This is all raw footage coming in live to the National Press Newsroom. And again, this fire here, the Sunset named fire, is at 50 acres. 50 acres. As it's within a few hundred feet of Hollywood Boulevard. Now, we did just see numerous house fires. It's getting very, very, very smoky here for Sky 9, which is our aerial view. It's getting real smoky for our helicopter here. They have crested 2,800 feet. We have one of those houses on fire. They're in the camera shot now.
How's the wind feel you? How does the wind feel you? Not too bad, right?
We got numerous houses on fire, which, as you can see there, they're very isolated, but those embers are blowing off, which could spread to an additional wildfire here as they continue.
Is that a structure?
I do believe that is a structure on the right. I do believe that is a structure on the right that is heavily involved. We got some woods on fire there on that leading edge. That leading edge there, I believe is the Hollywood Hills.
Hey there, go ahead.
That's
Sure.
good, Preacher. I'm glad to hear you're doing good, bud.
Sure. Yes.
Okay, we are now having our overlays coming up here now for Sky Map 7. Again, this is Sky 9 that we're pulling our feed in here from. As we can see that there is along Sullivan Fire Road, coming up near Route 27.
No, this is what. No, start wide, and then we can push it and show. But I want to show in relation to these. So Bayless Road.
That's over near the 101. Is this near the 101? I'm not quite sure here where 27 is. Oh, there's 27. I believe this is the Palisades fire that you guys are looking at. I believe that is the Palisades fire.
It is, yeah. Yeah, push in on that. That's good. All right, we're ready. We got a new flare up.
Oh wow! Oh wow! That is kicking. That appears to be a possible secondary fire that has started near Bayless and
Show me
Pascal.
what it looks like during the day. Hit F.
Yeah, I believe here
Okay.
Farmers Fire Road and Rustic Canyon Road and Sullivan Fire Road.
One more time. Let me see one more time. That's pretty close, dude. That's pretty close to those houses.
Yeah.
That's Bayless Road.
It appears we may have a second fire. Oh, not quite sure what happened there. Not quite sure what happened there. We're gonna see here what's going on. If it got bumped or something by scheduling. Looks like we may have had a secondary fire. Do we know what started this? Not exactly. Not exactly. Not exactly. We don't quite know for sure what started this. It is under investigation. We do know that this was being enhanced by those Santa Ana winds. Santa Ana winds bring that humidity very, very low, so it makes everything extremely flammable. And it brings that ignition point much, much down, so that way all it takes is one small spark to... Now we're waiting to see here if we can get that feed back. We do have... Okay, that is not related to this, so that's good. Lots of emergency services going all throughout Los Angeles here. All throughout Los Angeles. Again, we can kind of see the fire coming down there from Hollywood Hills coming into near and through Runyon Canyon Road. That is continuing forward. Yes, people are evacuating. We've seen lots of people evacuating Hollywood Hills. There was gridlock traffic trying to get onto the 101 on and off. It was gridlock all throughout Hollywood Boulevard, and we can see what appears to be some Type 1 engines and tankers coming in here, likely from Northern California for the wildland crews. Those are definitely wildland trucks, and they are making their way up into Hollywood Hills.
Look, I'm showing you the map. Everyone ready to get home? Oh, the cop is fighting. I'm on Hollywood and
But guys, we are losing some of the feeds here. We're gonna wait until probably after some of these broadcasts get done. Mind you, they are 3 hours behind, so when you look at that, they're getting ready for their 10 o'clock. I may resume that during that time, but right now we're losing a lot of feeds and we're just not getting the best picture here. So we're gonna let information come in, and we will follow up here with a newer and better report within the hour. So again, I will be back. We just have to wait for some newer